Let's talk about Jimmy Garoppolo, the game that we thought he may never start again. And, one thing I was thinking watching him was he's seen Tom Brady do a lot of incredible stuff. I don't know if we've used the word grit a lot with Jimmy, but, you look back through the history of Tom Brady's playoff career. I'm not comparing Jimmy Garoppolo to Tom Brady here, but not every game's perfect. And that's, life is made up of most days where you don't feel amazing from the second you wake up to the second you go to sleep. You got to get shit done anyway. And to me, that was Jimmy's day today. Like, hey, man, I'm not pulling you out of this game. Your thumb hurts as much as it hurts. We got to find a way. And I thought the drive at the end of the first half, he was pretty damn good. Like, he made some really good throws when he had time and wasn't rushed. And the physical nature of his throws was pretty good. In the end, 23 of 32, 72%, 316, 2 interceptions, 1 in the baby zone, which was the crazy Jalen Ramsey.
It was a bad throw to Kittle. Kittle was, I don't even think looking. Was Kittle looking?
Yeah, Kittle stumbled, and then it was going to be a bad throw either way. I mean, he was behind and high a lot today. It was just a great play after that by Ramsey, though. But what do you think of Jimmy?
Yeah, I mean, I gotta tip my hat to him. He earned my respect today. That was a gut check. That was, I learned under Bill, Josh, and Tom. That was, I've been through shit with Kyle. That was, a drafted my replacement who literally just started last week and had some moments. And then to be getting your ass kicked like that. The other thing you said about his arm strength, being there live, his arm looked really good. He was throwing BBs. And maybe it's just because he gets rid of the ball so fast, but I don't think the naked eye could tell that Stafford throws it that much harder than Jimmy. And he's going to throw the picks, and they avoided it somehow. But he made some plays. That final drive, I thought when they punted, it was the craziest fucking thing ever. Even though, I mean, looking back, it's 4th and 18, you go, the game's probably over. You had 3 timeouts. But, what if they run a route to Cooper Kupp and the game might have ended?
Yeah. So they punted with 150 left is what they punted with. And they got it back with 127.
The throws he made when they got it back, the Ayuk throw was good. The Debo throw is one of Jimmy's best throws as a 49er.
Yeah.
In kind of that honey hole between the safety and the corner. The corner who just happens to be, I don't know, their best player, who's long, who leaps for the ball. The angle that I had, when he leaped and went parallel, I didn't think he was going to, you could kind of tell the angle, it wasn't going to hit him in the hands, to catch it, but I thought he might knock it down. And then he's on the ground, right, when they completed it, so he gets to take off. And I think Debo said the only reason I didn't score is because I had my shirt untucked, which happens to Debo sometimes. But I'd say that play, that to me was the most remarkable play I thought of the day.
It was. The other thing that was incredible about that play was that Debo was facing the sideline. His shoulders were to the sideline. He had to turn completely around. He turned facing the ball, turned the other way, caught it, and then just kept running the other way, which is incredible.
I'm no Dick LeBeau, but I think Jalen was told, because they have no timeouts, he's guarding the sideline. They don't want to run a 20-yard out or something to lead him out of bounds. And this is where he showed a lot. I mean, they go through what he went through last week, and it felt like he's just over. Now, Kyle, clearly it wasn't over with Kyle, but to come out of the halftime down 17-3 and to come back and make some of those throws that he made. The Jennings throw, I didn't see the replay. Was he just wide open?
Yeah, he was wide ass open.
Someone blow? How did he get so open?
You talking about the touchdown or
I'm talking about the touchdown that basically took him to overtime.
Yeah, but there was another Jennings play on that drive, which was a pretty good throw too, from Garoppolo.
Your boy here immediately when Jennings scores throws up too.
I started thinking it too, and then they had just made the point, or maybe they hadn't made the point yet on TV that a tie got him to the postseason. By the way, it wasn't over for Kyle and Jimmy. That'll be what you're saying next year, week 1, when Garoppolo's starting for the 49ers.
He wins a couple playoff games. I do think he made some throws today. We were talking about this in the car ride back to the
first round pick
to the Marriott. Just blue collar guy here, internet. Actually kicking back in. Is that those throws? What would the football team? What would some of these teams that don't have quarterbacks, the Giants, do for that?
That's why we keep saying he's clearly a starter. But again, what we're talking about is a separate and I don't want to have this conversation tonight necessarily because I'm celebrating Jimmy tonight, John. But
No,
we just
my
today was a
point
great
is
example.
he proved he's worth more than I think I talk about sometimes.
Maybe, yeah, probably
To
depends.
other teams
we'll
for sure. They don't have quarterbacks, guy.
You gotta get some bidding. Maybe he's worth a third, but I don't.
I'm not saying a first. I'm just saying his value today. Like, how many guys have that in the bag? He outplayed Stafford when it mattered.
But this is what I'm getting at though. Is like, it's you play a quarterback that plays a button down game and you're not beating them, right? But that's okay. He threw 2 interceptions. This is what it is. No one's playing perfect games, and it's the playoffs or a playoff level game. People aren't playing perfect games, and certainly Matthew Stafford's not playing a perfect game. So I mean, Jimmy's kind of on the franchise with the iconic late game quarterback, Joe Montana. And then he goes and plays for the franchise, right? He plays for the Niners, the iconic late game quarterback team. Then he goes and learns first from the iconic comeback Tom Brady team. And he had multiples. I mean, the one he had at the end of regulation. I mean, 2 basically season-saving drives in one game. In 2 drives. 2 season-saving drives in 2 drives. The touchdown to tie the game, and then the drive that had multiple big plays on it, a 3rd down conversion to Juwan Jennings, was, I mean, probably the biggest. Like, it's just incredible.
Well, he's had multiple moments now in his career with the Niners, on the road, final week of the season. Just fucking made plays. Now, this was more of a roller coaster ride, I think, if we look back on the Seattle game. But that I can't get over the throw to Debo. That was, I think, the best throw of his career. It was the best throw of his career.
You know what's funny is when I saw it.
How long was that throw? Like 25 yards in the air?
It was a long throw. I don't know the exact yardage, but I know that when I saw it, I thought I was like getting ready to tweet like, that's as hard as Jimmy Garoppolo's ever thrown a ball. And then you watch the replay. Like, I thought I was going to watch him like wind up, put his whole body into it, but he didn't. He just threw it. No, I mean, it was really, he just threw it normal. It was incredible.
Yeah.
Now, he did have, the ball behind Debo that was right before the Juwan Jennings goal line touchdown. He did it again in the overtime. He just missed some of those balls. That's part of the deal. That's just part of the deal.
Yeah, I mean, he was a roller coaster today. A good roller coaster. A respectful roller coaster.
He is.
He was a roller coaster.
I think he's got to be one of the most exciting players. Like, it's just, in a good way, it comes with the bad, comes with the good. But what's undeniable is, as mad as he makes some people sometimes, he is a good quarterback. He's a starting NFL quarterback, like you said, who can, I mean, better than starting. Like, these are moments that.
What I think he is he's a top probably 20 quarterback who can have moments in games that a lot of those guys in the teens just don't ever have. And I think it gets back to the toughness. I think it gets back to the way he was raised in terms of in football raised. Yeah. People he's been around, and he's just a tough guy. He's got some flaws. It's pretty nuts that they overcame his picks. It really is.
Cap speaking on the YouTube stream says we almost had 3 100-yard receivers today. 107 for Ayuk, 95 for Debo, 94 for Jennings. Wow. I got a few people tweeted at me like Jennings is everything that Jamal Hurd was supposed to be. And I would say
Jalen.
Yeah, Jalen Hurd. It's not. I mean, it's funny. Jalen Hurd was supposed to be like a running back too, but
yeah.
But like you said earlier,
Juwan Jennings is just a good football player.
7th round pick. I mean,
I think sometimes when you draft a guy and he gets a hype machine, we probably played a role in that. He was never going to be that. Now he always got hurt. Like this guy's playing in the NFL. Like this guy's not going away, right? Like it was pretty clear after like a year of Kendrick Bourne, you're like, they're not going to be able to keep this guy one day.
Yeah.
Now, Juwan Jennings is pretty new to the scene, right? He's still got a ways to go. I think this is like his 2nd year in the league. But holy shit, he made some plays today, breaking tackles, getting open. It was awesome.